Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash out. It's like, hold up a...
Ooh, what up though, y'all? How y'all living? Now, I know some of y'all done heard this story about Baby Shooter. And if you know anything about Baby Shooter, what you come to know is this guy is a bold-faced liar. Not only is he a liar, he fold cheaper than cheap lawn chairs. Matter of fact, he fold faster than them plastic chairs when a fat person sit in them. Matter of fact, he fold faster than a poker player with a bad hand. Man, he fold better than a chubby freak chick. He does a lot of folding. He does a lot of flabbergasting and flamboasting and lying as well. And that's why I had to put on different glasses for this. Now, I know you heard. And all of these guys, Compton, Ric Rock, and Hefe, they was all sad. They say, oh, man, they rode on him for a Detroit cat. That ain't what happened. And I knew when I heard this story, I knew it was a lie. Not only did I know it was a lie, I'm looking at the selective politicking. Now, y'all gangbangers, at Hefe, Compton, Ric Rock, Baby Shooter, all y'all go on No Jumper, and you know what y'all do? Y'all go on there and beef with other black men, other gangs for no reason. And y'all let the white boy make all the money off of it. Ain't no problem. He pay y'all peanuts, less than minimum wage, to make millions of dollars a year off of y'all risking y'all lives, y'all freedom, y'all self-respect. It have been so many people got their ass whooped for things that happen on No Jumper. It ain't even funny. You done had a nice amount of people go to jail, but ain't nobody doing nothing to that white boy. But you gangbangers was stone cold upset at the idea a dude from Detroit could have possibly had enough pull to get somebody touched inside the LA County jail. Now go look at that. First of all, let me tell you something. Ain't no Detroit dudes dropping bags. If you know anything about a dude from Detroit, we come through the door, we come into the relationship, we come into your city spending money, doing business, making friends, building relationships. So if somebody pulls a play based on a relationship with somebody from Detroit, they protecting money that's already being exchanged, not trying to secure a bag for a service. That's short money. If you're dealing with somebody from Detroit, they want to see you next time, and the time after that, they want to be able to deal with you next year. Period. That's pretty much how we all roll. So I knew it was a lie as soon as they talking about somebody dropped a bag. Like, yeah, right. And then most people from other states, they be so comfortable in their relationship with Detroiters because it'd be a lot of scrounging, scaving, and scamming. You know what I'm saying? Not to say we don't have our criminalistic endeavors here, but for the most part, we're going to keep that business solid. You know what I'm saying? We're going to keep that business solid. Most of us are, actually take care of our families around here. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit different than other places. I know in some of these other cities, a lot of people live with their moms or their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? That's not really a Detroit thing. That's not prevalent. You know what I'm saying? But back to the story. That's how I knew they was lying. But they just got busted. So let's see what Compton Ric Rock got to say, because he looked like he was about to shed a tear if a Detroit dude was able to pull that play. But we ain't gonna put Compton Ric Rock out there like that. But he was emotional.
He got a broke arm, he got stab wounds and stuff like that. Man, cut this out, man. Like, look, bro.
Right. And that's really how I knew he was lying. Because how you got a broke arm, got stabbed in, jumped on, but you on the internet the next day doing the interview, you ain't in the infirmary, you ain't in the medical unit, they ain't had to airlift you up out of there.
Something else. I just stopped somebody else who didn't have nothing to do with this situation. I just stopped somebody from Grape Street. He's on the tier above. So down there when he...
Time out. Grape Street do got something to do with this. You know why? Do you know why? Because when Baby Shooter first got pressed for being a part of the robbery of T Grizzly's house, which T Grizzly didn't snitch in, but when he first got pressed, Baby Shooter told on somebody from Grape Street. I forgot the dude's name. He was saying so and so from Grape Street and such from this hood. He he gave up the ghost. He gave up the ghost. He sat on his phone and told to a Detroiter everybody that was involved in that robbery. He even went as far as to tell the group of people who known for hitting the most of those type of leagues. Oh yeah, he rolled over like a fat rat.
That was 4-man sales. On top of 2-man sales. I just stopped somebody from Grape Street from walking up in the dub and said, "Hey, bro, you heard about that situation?" He said, "What situation?" I said, "The situation was shooter." He's like, "Oh yeah, on TV, so we all heard it." I said, "What happened?" I said, Did they do BS? You know what I'm saying? The dudes that got on them. He's like, "No, on Grape Street." You know what I'm saying?
He put it on his hood.
Shooter did punk. So you got people from all these different cars, and then you had the host from Dubai. I only think you had to meet him. That was only you got different people that was on that tier that heard and know what happened, bro. And you sit there still want to lie. Talking about you was stabbed in your arms, bro. This is what I really want to break down lastly before I finish.
Stabbed in your arm, bro. Crazy. Now dig here. This crew that Baby Shooter represents, like, man, they done had a couple of people arrested with their narratives that they put on the internet. And to me, this narrative right here, it was like a last-ditch effort to get my man's T Grizzly investigated. Like, this is sad. Now, Compton Ric Rock, you was about to cry because you thought the Detroit dude put a hit on these people, but now you finding out the truth. Are you not emotional that this is how people from your city is carrying it, especially this Baby Shooter dude? Now, if you look at it, Baby Shooter, he the next Crip they about to put in jail. Shit, they done got Big U. They done got Brick Baby. They done got Loose Cannon. You know what I'm saying? Baby Shooter. Like, yo, I mean, I don't know if it's war on Crips, but you got a certain group of people that's putting as many Crips in jail as you more than you can count. And then you got more Crips lining up to be the next one to be famous and then go to jail. I'm just from the outside looking in. I ain't even gonna pass no judgment. But how does that look to you? Because if it was appalling for a Detroit dude to be able to pull a play, how is this not appalling? How is this not, this? We need to shut the streets down. What's going on here?
With this content, anybody that's been in the county jail, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know. Yeah, these other dudes, they just gonna be weird, you know what I'm saying? It don't cost you nothing to be sensible, right? This is the thing, right? He called the police to get him out the cell. The police were doing a walk, doing they 30-minute routinely walk. He tell the police.
Uh-oh, are you saying he called the police to get him out of cell? He didn't run his fades? But he was just in that interview like he did? So not only did he lie about getting messed up, he didn't even run his fades. Oh, man. But see, I knew everybody should have known this story was crappy because look here. The same device that you would use to record audio in this day and age is the same device that can also record video. So when I saw audio without video, but then you got the audio of the people involved saying their name and their hood, then why wouldn't they put the video out if it was all about content? And that's how I knew it was a play for show. And then when they said the Detroit dude put a bag out, especially the two Detroit dudes that they was accusing of putting the bag out, I know these two niggas. You could make some money with them, but they ain't giving you shit. They ain't giving you shit. I ain't gonna call them cheap. I'm just gonna say they're less ostentatious when it comes to putting some money in somebody else's hand, unless it's business. And that's to be respected. Both of these guys you can make a lot of money with, but they ain't giving you shit. I can guarantee you that. No way, no how. Not them two niggas. I know that shit. Not them two.
Hey, I can't be in the cell. These niggas tripping. I gotta get up out the cell. The police thought he was playing. They said the police started laughing. Like, what? He's like, oh, no, I'm not playing. I'm dead. I was trying to get me out the cell. They tripping. Oh, they trying to kill me.
On the dead homies. That's crazy. You got people giving their lives up people giving their lives up for gangbanging just for their memory to be sullied by a bitch-made ass dude putting it on the dead homies. I got dead friends. I got a dead brother. I couldn't imagine putting nothing on that nigga. I couldn't imagine putting nothing on my homies. Especially not no real shit. That's these motherfuckers fake as $3 bills, man. Shout out to Ed Hefe and Compton Ric Rock. Y'all gotta run y'all content. Y'all got y'all own stuff going on. Maybe y'all didn't peep that this shit was faker than Cardi B's body. Maybe you ain't see that. Maybe you didn't see this shit was more made up than Lil' Kim's face. You know, maybe you didn't notice that this shit had more cover up than Lil' La Rosa. I don't know. These toenails got acrylic and fake nails on them. I mean, what's going on with this shit? Y'all didn't see that, I guess.
Here, the police are, oh, you serious? The police got the gang pop, got him up out of there. Now, this is the thing. If this man was stabbed up and had a broken arm, stabbed up, he got to be bleeding. And like I said, these dudes in here playing with metal is not even no plastic. So he's stabbed up and he's bleeding. As soon as they took him out that module, they would have came back to that same cell, and everybody in that cell would have went to the hole. Everybody in that cell would have went down. But you know why ain't nobody went down or nothing happened to nobody? Because nothing of that significance happened to him.
And that would have been snitching. That would have been snitching too. But ain't nobody get arrested. The tear wasn't bloody. This fool ain't go to the medical. And then he already out doing interviews. All in 36 hours. Nigga, please. Yo, shout out to all the West Coast content creators. Shout out to everybody. But I noticed some of these guys, they felt infiltrated when the idea that a Detroit dude could have pulled a play like that in LA County Jail. And I just want you California dudes to know, us as black people in the rest of the world, we feel infiltrated when y'all allow a white person to make millions of dollars instigating gang violence in between y'all. And so many of y'all, we seen more gangbangers go to jail off being connected to No Jumper than we ever seen on the news. How about that? We watching the exposers bring down more Crips than the gang unit. We watching more Crips snitch on themselves for a spot on No Jumper than we ever seen. But it's okay to sell your soul to the white dude. But it's totally against the law to put in some work for a black man that you do business with. That y'all don't see no problem with that? That don't bother you a little bit? I mean, either it's all wrong or ain't none of it wrong, man. But you can't be a selective activist. Either you want better for black people or you with the bullshit. Because please believe you me, I'd rather put in work on the account of a black man who take care of me, look out for me, pay me, than risk my life for a white dude that's going to talk bad about me right after risking my life comes to pass. And on that note, we out here on that ass. Blamed it on the Detroit dude. You know, these guys that got a lot of people arrested. They done got a lot of people investigated. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was happenstance. Maybe it was on purpose. Maybe it was a lot of things. But when these dudes get to pushing these narratives, saying things that could turn into a RICO, even if it's untrue, you got to watch out. And everybody make money off of this content, but ain't nobody real enough to call out the truth. And the truth is, I don't want to say niggas is self-haters, but it's funny how everybody fall in line to stop a black dude from having a certain amount of power and just give that same power to the white dude to where he get to run off with the money and y'all niggas die and go to jail. Ridiculousness. I can't believe y'all was so hurt that the fact or the idea of a Detroit dude could have pulled that play. Even though us Detroiters knew we would have never pulled that play. Why would we risk? Y'all do a lot of talking. Y'all do a lot of internet. Y'all do a lot of exposing. Why would somebody risk dropping a bag out there to California? Look at what just happened to Dirt. These dudes been killing people all over America, but ain't nobody get knocked until they dropped a bag in Cali or bought some guns in Cali. Like, come on, man. Content ain't worth everything, and everything ain't content. Simple. We out.
Juan-o's.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes.